Hey, what is up guys, it's WCman here, and today I am going to give you a Retribution Paladin PvP guide. I will be breaking up this whole guide into several parts, because I want to explain Retribution PvP as best as I can, and one big long video, wouldn't work out that well. So, this will be the talents. In this video, I'll be showing you talents and glyphs, and well, let's get started. All right, this is the spec I use. I use this spec because I do arenas, and I use World of Glory a lot to help save my healer and to help heal me. So I have some points in Holy, and I have Last Word, and Selfless Healer, which is really good because I have to use Word of Glory on my healer a lot when he gets silenced. And I use Sanctity of Battle because sometimes you get haste from gear that you have to get haste. You need to get. See, like the pants for the set, you get 264 haste. So it's a good idea to put a point into Sanctity of Battle, because it'll reduce the time that your Crusader Strike cooldown. And let's see, I don't put anything in Eye for an Eye because it's kind of useless. Divine Storm, it's good for PvE, but for PvP, it's kind of useless. You'll waste the point if you put it in there. Always get Zealotry or Zealotry. I'm not really sure how to say it. Always get Repentance. Art of War is a must. I only put 2 points in there so I could have some extra points for stuff further down in the tree, and for over here in Holy. In Holy I have Arbiter of the Light. It increases critical effect chance of your Judgment and Templar's Verdict by 12%, which is pretty good for burst. Your Judgment, and also Judgment Pure, increases your Judgment's casting and melee haste by 9% for 1 minute, and your mana regeneration from Spirit while in combat by 30%, which is pretty good because sometimes even Ret needs mana. And then I put 2 Last Word. Gives my World of Glory 60% extra increased critical strike chance when used on targets with 35% or less health. And that really helps me out. Even though I have a lot of resilience, I still get go down just a good bit, so I do need that. Seals of the Pure increases damage done by most of your seals that do damage by 12%, and that's really helpful with Seal of Truth and Seal of the Righteous if you use that. I don't use that. There's also Pursued Justice. You move faster on your mounts, which is really good. And you have a 100% gain charge of Holy Power when struck by a stun, fear, or immobilization effect, which happens to me a lot, so I get a lot of Holy Power. Crusade, whenever you get a killing blow, 300% extra Holy Light heal, it heals for quite a bit. Guardian's Favor reduces cooldown of your hand protection by 2 minutes, increases the duration of your hand of freedom by 4 seconds, which is really good against rogues and many other classes like Feral Druids. Sacred Shield, you'll need that, and whenever you go like below 30% health, it absorbs like 30k and increases your healing received by 20%, so your healers have a chance to save you and you have a chance to save yourself, because when you get Sacred Shield, you're below 30% health, which will also help with your Word of Glory. And Repentance, I think in PvP it's a 5-second incapitation. Let's see, what else do we need here? Communion, I use that because my auras can increase my party and raids damage dealt by 3%, which is pretty good for BGs, and my judgments also cause replenish, which, you know, helps me get mana, and most importantly helps my priest healer get mana, and he usually gets mana burn. So yeah, so that's useful for arenas. Rule of law. So there's not much more I can explain. Alright, I'm going to show you, well, my glyphs now. Alright. Glyphs. I use, my prime glyphs are Crusader Strike, Templar's Verdict, and Judgment. Because you use Judgment a lot, Crusader Strike, of course, and Templar's Verdict, of course. You know, why wouldn't you? For major glyphs, I used Hammer of Wrath because it reduced mana cost of Hammer of Wrath by 100%, and I chose that because in case I'm in a dire situation, the healer's down like 3% health, I'm totally out of mana from healing myself. You know, I mean, it's useful in some respects. I mean, if you don't want that, you can get like mana cost rebuke. I don't think how that'd be useful much. Or you could get reduced mana cost of your Crusader Strike, which is pretty good, but usually your Crusader Strike doesn't take you down that much mana. Or you could get Holy Wrath or Turn Evil. Turn Evil is really good if you get a lot of Death Knight teams, so you can fear their pet from like Unholy Decays. You can fear their pet, or what else does it fear? I think it fears demons. Yeah, so Warlock pets, so they can't silence you. So I have Glyph of Cleansing because I forget which point it is in the talent tree, but oh yeah, in addition, your cleanse will remove one movement parrying effect if cast on yourself, which is really, really good. I'm glad Blizzard put that in. Thank you, Blizzard. And I use that because cleanse costs a good amount of mana, so 20% mana reduced mana cost is good. Glyph of Hammer of Justice, great glyph. Get it. Increases your Hammer of Justice range by 5 extra yards, which is good if someone's trying to run from you like a rogue. Okay, minor glyphs are totally up to you. It's whatever you want, but I recommend Blessing of Kings. I don't really care about these two. You know, I don't really mind much for them. But Blessing of Kings, or you can get Blessing of Might. All of the minor glyphs for Paladins are really just mana reduce. Well, that's my video for today, guys, and my next video of this guide, part 2, will be gear and gems and enchants, even though I don't enchant much because I'm poor, as you can tell. Well, I'll see you next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And the tables turn.